And I can tell you, like it's very hard to get into a rhythm when you can't even get into the rhythm of getting up to go to work every day. And that's something that we as men, we have to do. We have to get up. We have to go to work. He's already started doing step 1, and I can already see he's in like that motivated stage, and that's good. But you can't stay and rely on just the emotional state of like, oh yeah, I'm fired up. I'm good. Let's do it. We're going to do it today. That is not going to get you where you want to be. That starts the fire, but you are the one that has to keep the fire burning. You got to keep the fire going. And that means you're going to have to go chop wood. You're going to have to put the wood on the fire. You're going to have to take the poker and poke it. You're going to have to make sure that there's enough adequate airflow. You're going to have to make sure that you're keeping it out the rain. And all of these things, that's different than just lighting the fire. And I need a guy like this. I need him to understand that fixing your life is not about a one-time fix. It's a mindset change. It's about stopping habits that are bad. You got to secure work. He's on step 1, but he needs to get to step 2, which is find a damn job. I'm telling you, you guys, anybody that's feeling depressed, feeling some sort of anxiety, feeling some sort of hopelessness and this, that, and the other, it's because you are not proactively being involved in your own life. You're passively sitting by, letting things go. You're playing too many video games. You're watching too many other things. You're doom scrolling. You're on Netflix. You're doing all this other stuff except for interacting with real people, making real progress towards making more money, securing a better future for yourself, or doing things that genuinely make you happy. And I promise you, anybody on here that says video games make me happy, I'm telling you, you're going to have to take some time and you're going to have to really think about that, because video games, while they are fun, they are a form of addiction. Too much is not good, right? Too much is not good. You do too much, you play video games way too much, and then you'll start to see that the rest of your life is starting to decline. You play video games too much, you'll start to feel more depressed when you get off of them. You start prioritizing it over doing things you need to do as far as making it to work on time. You stay up too late, you don't get enough sleep, you're not exercising, you're doing all of these things except for working on your progress. And that's the stuff that's important. You're still living at home with dad, okay? You're able to save money, but you're not because you don't have a job. You got to do that. You got to get the job. You got to get out of your dad's house. You got to get on your feet and start living your life, because what happens is you're going to start feeling some sort of anxiety, some sort of tension. Something's going to happen. Maybe you probably meet a girl. You don't want to bring your girl back to your dad's house. You don't. I'm telling you, you don't. If you had a son and your son was living with you, yeah, that's fine, whatever. But you, as the son, you don't want to be living at your father's house when you're trying to get on your feet, when you're trying to start a love interest, when you're trying to start actually pursuing meaningful relationships and have a life of your own. You always feel like a child. And this is why you can't stop. You can't get out of that cycle, because you feel like a child. Dad is always there. Dad's always there to bail me out. Dad's there. Well, I don't have to get a job right now. I promise, if dad wasn't there and you were by yourself, your ass will be out there getting a job right now. Nobody's going to take care of you. Your safety net's been there too long. That's why you keep repeating this cycle, because you haven't felt the pain of being homeless. You haven't felt the pain of not being able to pay your bills. That's why you feel like you can't ever break this cycle, because every time you have the slightest bit of tension, you break. And then once you break, daddy's there to pick you up and put you back together while you recover, while you eat a sensu bean, you know what I mean? Like, while you get all that stuff situated. And that's why you never feel like you can get anywhere. That's the exact reason why. You need a brotherhood. That's step 4. You need a brotherhood. You need people that you can depend on, people you can talk to that are going to get you there, more than just your dad.